saddle up to support some of the most beautiful animals that we have on this planet. Of course, we're talking about horses, which is why we're here at Reality's Chances Rescue Sanctuary, where they are reining in some fun. Well, we made our way to the wonderful pavilion, but really there's every place in this sanctuary is beautiful and wonderful. But joining me right now is the wonderful Dream Team right now. Can we get a big woo woo? Look at it! Because obviously it takes a dream team to make Reality's Chance Rescue Sanctuary a dream and such a special place for the community and of course the horses. So I know, Laura, this is your baby. You know, this space is. Tell us a little bit about the history and what really and the magic that happens here.
I was a workaholic. Lori does a wonderful tour and she does this in detail, but I was a workaholic. My partners in business told me I needed to get a hobby, and so the hobby ended up being an off-the-track racehorse. His name was Reality. And once I rehabbed him and spent a lot of time, I decided he needed his own property, and the horses started flooding in. I became interested in the American Mustang and the plight of the roundups out west, and we started focusing on Mustang. People get sick, their kids go off to college. They age out of being able to take care of their horses, so they come here, and that's a large part of what we have is lots of pastures of sanctuary horses here that just will stay. They're either too old to move on to another home. It would be very hard for them, or they were abused in some fashion that they finally get comfortable and they love us all, so we don't want to move them forward.
Right, they've become part of the family.
Yes.
They're also part of the Dream Team, right?
Exactly.
Talk about the work that you guys have to put in as volunteers to make this place run and be a space for the horses and the community.
Well, I can say I put in a 10-hour workday and then come here and put in a few hours afterward. This is heaven for more than just the horses.
I was working as a nurse, and I don't remember how I found this place, but coming out here used to be my piece. It still is my piece, but that's what I would come and do, and just clean pastures and zen out and be with the horses.
That's so beautiful. And of course, you know, you are able to be touched by the horses and each other and find peace here, but so can the community. Talk a little bit about how the community can get involved and stop by, whether through tours. And of course, we'll get to that upcoming Barn Street Fair that's happening. But yeah, how can the community get involved and experience this piece?
So we have a lot of people that contact us for volunteering, and you don't necessarily have to have a great deal of knowledge with horses. We can train that part of it, or there's just so much to do on the property. We usually say, what's your specialty and how can we use you? What would you like to do when you come out here?
Coming up later this week, of course, is that Barn Street Fair. This is the 4th year that you are putting this on. What can we expect?
We can expect local artisans and crafters. We started this 4 years ago as a way to thank our local people. We are pushing 35 vendors so far that have signed up and paid. We have food trucks coming. We have entertainment lined up, some line dancing.
Who's doing the line dancing?
Some pony cart rides for kids. Our coffee shop will be open, our gift shop will be open, so it's a fundraiser for us.
The musician is Bob Schultz.
Just bring the whole family, and there's going to be something for everybody.
Yeah, exactly. A family fun event. You can't ask for a prettier spot here in mid-Michigan. And of course, too, as you mentioned, this is all going back to the sanctuary to support it. And once again, really tell us how important these funds, this support is to kind of keep this place going.
The funds that come from this that will go back into supporting horses like that, these are 40-plus-year-old horses.
It's very cathartic to be here and love on a horse.
And also, of course, if you go online, that's where you can keep up to all the different events that are happening. There's an upcoming concert happening in July, as of course the barn tour, so definitely get excited for those.